All right. Hey guys. Hi, welcome back. It's been a while. I have a huge list of things that I want to record on. So, a huge list of videos that I intend to make and getting my schedule so that I have quiet time to do that. So, anyway, it feels good. Welcome back. I definitely am going to be making these podcasts as well so that they're easily accessible. I have so many ideas right now. Okay, so one thing I do want to talk about though, and this is something that's been either coming up for me a lot lately and also coming up as in the fact of I'm seeing it. I'm seeing other people posting about it. I'm seeing research on it. I'm doing research on it. And there has been a few things that came out lately around this topic. So I know it's something that people need, something that I need. It's something that I am very, very, very aware of lately, especially. And I think it's probably, if not one of the actual just key to life, basically happiness, life and happiness in your life. And that is authenticity, being your authentic self, being authentic. So lately, this has come out around, and if you study energy and quantum physics and how that actually works, if you study that, sorry, I just got distracted. Let me hang on 1 second. Okay, so if you actually are studying that, there has been a study and research that has come out lately showing that the different vibrations of feelings and energy, right? So the vibration, we all know the vibration of love and joy is high, right? The vibration of shame and fear is low, right? You're literally at a low vibration when you're feeling shame, when you're feeling fear. That's a low vibration, right? Most people kind of just know that generally. And if you're actually studying that, the wavelengths, there have actually been recent studies showing that authenticity is actually the top, right? So higher than even love, right? Love was always, one of the highest vibrations that you can be. And recently they have done more studies around this, that authenticity is actually the highest vibration that you can be, which makes sense because when you think about it, you can be in love, you can love someone, you can love others and still not be authentic. How many people are in love? They're in love or they love someone else, but it's with conditions, right? You're loving someone else because you expect them to love you back, right? Have you ever loved someone because you wanted to be loved back? That is a hard pill to swallow, and there's a lot that goes into that, so I can actually write that and add that to the list of things, of additional videos. So with love, you can feel love, you can be love, you can be in the vibration of love and still maybe not authentic, because if you're loving someone else with conditions, a condition them needing to love you back, or if you are even thinking about self-love, you can say you're loving yourself, but still be doing it with judgment, right? So with love, there can even be these conditions around it. Whereas authenticity and with love, so let's just go back to it real quick. And with love, someone can love you even though you're not being your true self, because you could be fake and be manipulating them or be being who you think they want you to be. And in turn, then they are loving you because you're being fake. So when you put that into the mix of things, when you put that into consideration, then we go to the topic of authenticity. So when you're being authentic, there's nothing that can be higher than that. You're being your real true self. You are showing up as God made you. God is showing up through you. You're authentic. This is literally yourself right now, here in this moment, when you're showing up in your full authentic self. And that's extremely hard to do all the time, right? So same with other vibrations. It's extremely hard to be in a high vibrational state all the time, right? That's something that we have to work at. Same with being authentic. That's something that we have to work at. We have to take away all of our masks, all of our fakeness, all of our traumas, all of our things that we've worked through and put on our whole entire lives, societal pressures, expectations, all these things. We have to take those and peel those layers away so that we get to that, right? So this is a practice. It is a practice, being your authentic self. Some people can do it naturally easier than others. And when you are showing up as this, right, think about the fact that there is no higher vibration. How can there be a higher vibration? Because at that point, you are fully yourself, your authentic self, the way God made you. God is flowing through you fully, exactly how you are meant to be. And then if someone loves you, they're truly loving you. From there, if you love someone, you're truly loving them without that expectation, because your authentic self, without the masks, without the fakeness, without the trauma and the triggers and things that you've been through, without all that, you will love fully without conditions. You will love with the fullest intention. You are truly loved then, right? Because that is your authentic self, right? If you can't fake at that point. There's no fakeness at that point, right? So being authentic, showing up as your full authentic self, is the highest vibration. And knowing this study, seeing this study that came out a while ago, seeing people posting about it, really got me thinking about all this and how much it really makes sense, and how much it is important, how important it is that we are all showing up like this now. We're all working towards it. I see so much fakeness out in the world with relationships, with real people that are completely fake. It is so obvious. And when you are either beginning this journey or on this journey, and truly acknowledging and being aware of how you are showing up and how authentic you are being, then you start to see inauthenticity in other people. So you'll notice it more. The more real you're being, the more authentic you're being, you'll notice it more in other people when people are being fake. And being fake does not help anyone. You think you're being a people pleaser because you're trying to get someone to like you. You think you're being a people pleaser because you're trying to make somebody else happy. That is not doing anyone favors. It's not doing anyone favors. It's not doing yourself a favor. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping anybody else. You're not helping that other person that you're being fake towards. You're not helping yourself in the long run by being fake in a relationship to just try to get somebody to like you. You're not helping yourself by pretending you like somebody else to get something from them. It's in the long run, it is not helping anyone to be fake. It's not helping anyone. It's not helping yourself. It's not helping that person. It's not helping anybody. The fakeness has to go. Like, we have to do better with this. We have to work on this, because there's such societal pressure. There's such just human pressure in general that we have. We are naturally tribal people. We naturally want people to like us. We want to be in groups and to be accepted. It's an instinct. It's an instinct instinctual thing. And if you look at it from the fact of us all showing up and we are starting to all show up authentically, that will help everybody. Because if you're saying you, and there can be a million examples of this, right? Say you're in a relationship and you're being fake. You're not your authentic self. You're just doing what you think the other person wants you to do. Showing up, saying yes, letting them walk all over you, whatever that looks like. You think you might be pleasing them, or you think they might be happy now, but in the long run there is going to be resentment there from you. And you can't even have a real relationship if you're not showing up as your real self. The whole thing is it's built on nothing. It's fake. It's built on nothing. So it's not actually even real when you think about that. Or think about being a people pleaser, or like saying you're going to do something when you really don't want to do it. There's going to be resentment there. Does another person really want you at your event if you don't truly want to be there? Or does the other person want you to do a favor for them if you actually don't really want to do it? If you want to help someone out, then that's being authentic. There's all of these, so much of this stuff happening that I see it all the time. And again, the more you get into this work, the more you'll see it and notice it and realize it's not helping anybody. Because being your authentic self, you're going to then attract the people who are also authentic, who are drawn to you. If you're being fake, you're going to be attracting fake people, and then you're going to have fake relationships. That's just the way it is. You can't fake your way into a marriage. That's only going to last so long. You can't fake your way into friendships. That's only going to last so long, or it's not even really real. Why do you want to be around someone if you can't be real? Why do you want to be around someone if you have to put on a mask, have to put on this fake persona, or keep up with this, what other people think of me? Other people think XYZ of me, so I have to keep up with this. It's literally exhausting. It's exhausting to even think about it, let alone people are living their entire lives like this. And it is not helping anyone. It is not helping the person that you're in the relationship with. It's not helping yourself. It's not helping anyone in the long run. Because when really we come back to, and I feel like there's a lot more on this topic that I could talk about. So maybe we can do a second, I can get my thoughts together and we'll do a second round of this, but forgetting my train of thought where I was going with that, being authentic. Oh, as you show up as your authentic self, you're inspiring other people to do that. And again, this is almost impossible to do all the time. It's something that everyone has to work at. But even in a conversation, even in the next conversation that you're in, even in an interaction with a stranger, even in some of your relationships or work things, or an email or a phone call or anything like that. Things are so, digital now, text messaging and videos that you're creating, and whatever it is, showing up as your authentic self and working towards that, just in practice of even the next thing that you do, be authentic, be real. That inspires other people. That gives other people the permission to meet you there. That gives other people the permission to be authentic in themselves. And then you're allowing that real connection to be made. You're allowing that you're being real, they're being real, whether you end up together or not, whether it works together or not, at least you know you're both being real, and you're creating that foundation from something that's real, not from nothing. So if that makes sense. So the more you're showing up as your authentic self, the more you're inspiring others to do that, and the more real things that are truly aligned with you that you're attracting into your life. If you're showing up fake, if you're pretending, if you're people pleasing, if you're saying something to just try to look good in front of other people, or if you're saying one thing but doing the opposite and just being fake in general, you're not going to attract the things that you actually want in your life, and then you're going to have to show up as more inauthentic. right? So the more authentic you are, the more real things you're going to be attracting to you, the higher, the highest vibration that you will be. And then the love will come. And then all the other vibrations will come, that you're able to be that pure, true, real self. Everything else falls into place, right? When you think about that and when you go back to that study, it completely makes sense that authenticity is the highest vibration that we can possibly be. So let's go out and be that. Right, you guys? Okay, hopefully you got something from this, and I think we'll probably do, we might do a second on this, but send me some comments, whatever you got, and thank you guys for listening. Bye.